Yo, how's it going, everybody? Good to see you. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Ben. Second, happy Friday to everybody. This is the first Friday of July. That has no real bearing on the video whatsoever, other than the fact that it is Friday, it is the weekend, your boy had to get his fresh cut. But if you got your fresh cut on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, God forbid, even a Monday, you crazy savages, stay fresh out in these streets. Anyways, actually, today being a Friday that I'm recording this video does have some relevance because while we're talking about the Nintendo Switch, it is not a Sunday Switch discussion. We're talking about one of the most popular games, one of the most anticipated games, in my opinion, right behind Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And it's coming out in just 7 days, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. 1 week from today, we are going to be playing Octopath Traveler. So what I wanted to do in this video is kind of have a nice sit-down discussion with y'all about why I am getting this game. And it's so weird because under normal circumstances, like I'll be like, yeah, I'm excited for this game. I want to play this game. But there really hasn't been a game in a long time that kind of came out of nowhere for me where I'm just like, yo, I can't wait to play this shit, man. So we might as well just rewind a sec to the actual unveiling of Octopath Traveler back, I believe, when it was called just Project Octopath. Yeah, if you were to compare my excitement for the game now to then, it's pretty much night and day, man. Like, literally, I couldn't give a fuck about a Project Octopus video game. Like, let me be clear for a second. First off, it was a game coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and up until November of 2017, I did not give a fuck about the Switch, as you guys know, even though I love it so much now. What am I playing on the Switch right now? What am I playing? Oh, shit, look at that. I am playing the Insane Trilogy, man. Take that bitch to work and play Crash on the go. What a time to be alive, like I always say. But anyways, so it was a game coming out on the Switch. I'm like, why the fuck am I going to be excited about a game coming out on a Leapfrog tablet? Like, let's be real about life. And it was being developed by Square-Enix. Bro, you might as well just cancel every game coming out. Like, why in the world would anyone be excited about a Square-Enix game that isn't Kingdom Hearts or Dragon Quest in 2018? Me and Square Enix have a real jaded history, and I'm not going to be like one of those dudes who say, oh, you know what, I've changed throughout the years. Nah, I keep it 100 with y'all. I've been on YouTube for 10 years, and when I say the shit about Square Enix that I have, oh yeah, I definitely am going to bring that stuff up, because if you were to compare the output of quality games from Square's past to now, it just does not compare. And I know a lot of you guys like to bring up, well, the Kingdom Hearts series has been pretty good for the most part, and Dragon Quest is always cool. Yeah, how often do we get either of those games? And it's funny that people bring up, like, yeah, we get a Kingdom Hearts game every few years. When was the last new Kingdom Hearts game we got? Last new relevant Kingdom Hearts game? Last new relevant Kingdom Hearts game worth giving a fuck that we can't watch on YouTube? And I already know I'm talking to the people who are going to hype up 2.8. 2012. When was the last time we got a Dragon Quest game before the new one? Who the fuck knows? We had some 3DS ones, so I guess that kind of counts. But anyway, Square hasn't made a lot of good games in a very long time. But there was something about Octopath Traveler. I looked at it and I was just like, that's different. And it wasn't just the visual style behind it. As I was watching the first unveiling of it, the trailer, I couldn't take my eyes off it. It was strange, man. Like, to me, it felt like this was a renaissance of Japanese RPGs. And I need to preface this as such. When it comes to me and JRPGs, you could kind of attribute a lot of this to Square Enix. Oh my freaking God. I mean, like, last generation, I think it's safe to say, was the worst for Japanese RPGs. Like, I don't care what anybody says. They point out hidden gem here, hidden gem there. Comparing the quality of JRPGs in the 7th generation to the 5th, to the 6th, to the 4th, it's just, there's no contest whatsoever. But something started to change at the beginning of this generation. We started to see more and more of these really good JRPGs get front and stage spotlight attention. I mean, the biggest one in recent memory that just kind of exploded overnight would be the Persona series. Yes, Persona has had its fan base for a while. Persona 4 was one of the most talked about games, especially for the jilted Square fans like me. They're like, yo, if you want a really good RPG that is not too ecchi or moe or just stupid for the sake of being stupid, play Persona. And I was like, okay, fine. So I played it and I loved it. And the fact that Persona 5 has garnered such crazy mainstream appeal is a testament to the quality of the series. But it wasn't just Persona. A lot of these niche franchises, a lot of these series that really you had to be in the know to hear about these games, they were getting a lot of mainstream appeal. Like the Ys franchise has been around forever, and the latest game, it just exploded in popularity. Just all the other series, like a lot of them coming from Falcom now that I've realized it. But yeah, a lot of those series are getting a lot of attention, and it's really cool because a lot of people are playing these games, and the best part about them is that people are playing each of these games and they have their own identity. They're not trying to, just catch on to the most popular trend like we saw with a lot of other Japanese games of last generation. And it wasn't just RPGs, it was action games, it was platformers, like so many genres were trying to cater to what they thought Westerners wanted. But what these Japanese businessmen didn't realize is that the Westerners love Japanese games because they were Japanese games. Sure, we'd love for them to be a little bit more accessible in the sense that, we can save our game whenever we want. But those sort of things, they're finally starting to realize that, oh wow, we really don't have to do that much to appeal to this demographic. Because we love you anyway. It's like, bitch, I love you anyway. What part of that do you not understand? And so, like, I mentioned all this stuff, and we come back to Project Octopath Traveler. Why do I keep calling it Project... We come back to Octopath Traveler. That's staying in the video. I'm not editing this shit. Fuck it. And it's just, I feel that same aura and vibe that I'm getting from all of these other franchises. And the fact that this is a new IP is even better, man, because this has franchise potential, man. And, if it was just me watching the videos, that'd be one thing. But the fact that we got not one, but 2 demos of the game, one of which your save data transfers into the full game, you can play 3 hours of that shit. Bro, this was like the best way for me to get reinvigorated with Square Enix, because I've been saying this for the longest time. If Square Enix wants to win me back, we don't need another fucking Kingdom Hearts side, mid-quel, prequel game that has about 10% relevance to the story. We don't need any of those. What we need is new, quality, fresh IPs that aren't riddled with microtransactions, that don't have season passes out the wazoo, games that are just, at their core, quality experiences. And it's like Octopath Traveler was sent from the great man upstairs, literally. They come out and we're just like, yeah, we're making this game. It's gonna have all of these different characters in it so you can play it how you wanna play it. It's gonna appeal to the newer generation of fans and the older generation of fans with this new art style. The music, that bitch slaps like no tomorrow. Sometimes I just be, just leaving the game on and just to listen to the music, man. That's how great it is. And then they come out here and they're like, yeah, we're gonna release 2 playable demos and we're gonna listen to your feedback for the game and we're gonna make improvements as we go along. And I'm just like, holy fuck, it's like everything I ever wanted out of a developer, and the fact that it's Square Enix, it's just like, wow. And then what really sealed the deal, the icing on the proverbial cake, was when they came out here and they were just like, yeah, the game is not gonna have any DLC because it's a complete experience. Are we talking about the same Square Enix that released Fraudulent Fantasy 15 and its sequel, Fraudulent Fantasy 15 Royally Fucked Up Edition? Is this the same company? Am I going crazy here? Wow. Jesus. So I guess you can say I'm really excited about Octopath Traveler, not just because the game itself is awesome, I mean, we've played it, but I feel like this is a new start for Square Enix, or at least this division of Square Enix. I feel as if this thing is a success, they might start looking at some of their older franchises and realizing, wow, we don't need to take all these crazy radical departures in order to appeal to our fan base. Maybe all we need to do is, modernize it. That's it. Like, could you imagine if somebody remade Final Fantasy VI in the Octopath engine? Could you imagine the same tender love and care that went into Octopath Traveler being done on a new Final Fantasy Tactics that isn't a mobile, microtransaction-filled, written strategy disaster? Could you just imagine, just the possibilities are endless, and this is straight up about to become a Doctor Strange sequel at this point. But yeah, that's why I'm so excited about about Octopath, man. Octopussy. I'm excited about this because of what it means. And because I really hope that it's great, because I need a good Japanese RPG to play. Like I said, there's a ton of great ones on the PlayStation 4 right now. There's a ton of good ones on the 3DS. I wish there were more on the Vita. But the Switch, like I've said this like a million times, and yes, I will show for this thing. Playing a game like Octopath Traveler on the Switch is like everything I ever wanted. And the fact that this is coming out the same year as Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, it's like... I'm sorry, I'm just so excited about this. Anyways, comment down below, are you guys excited for Octopath Traveler? What is your most anticipated JRPG for the Switch? Is it this or Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition? Because in my eyes, those are the only two worthwhile RPGs coming out this year. Like, I'm just being real about life for a second. But there still are a lot of good Switch games coming out. There's Monster Hunter, there's Smash Bros, I guess there's a Pokemon game coming out. Kind of. Anyways, from me to you for now, my name is NGS signing out, and like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace. Fucking Square Enix is making this game? Like, really though? Really? Fuck, bro.